Hello, patrons. Welcome to the second Patreon episode.
Hello, patrons.
Thank you for your kind support of the show. And
Our benefactors.
Our benefactors. Our elite class of listeners. For this episode, if you've been reading along in the posts that I've been posting on the Patreon website and app, you will know originally we were going to be doing something different for this episode, but our cohort, our partner in crime, Jacob, Jake, he is out of commission for this week because I think we can say it. I think we can say it now.
He posted about it and everything.
He posted about it. He's got a new baby.
Yeah, baby.
He's got a new baby, so he's gonna be taking care of that baby.
Another human person exists now.
Yeah, we can't get over that fact. At least Jamie can't.
There's something like existentially weird to just thinking about it is wild. Like, he wasn't here, now he is.
Now there's another human.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where Jake is. So Jamie and I are going to be doing a different episode, so don't worry, we'll be doing that lore content
we're still
episode.
definitely going to do it.
Yep, that's coming up, but Jake wanted to be part of it, so we saved it. So we thought, well, what's something that Nathan and Jamie can do?
Yep.
And so thank you for those who voted on the different topics. The winning topic is we are going to be doing a deep dive on one of Jamie's most beloved characters.
Oh my god,
that he has ever played. Is the slippery one.
The slippery one, like, comedy per word, the slippery one is miles ahead of Rainer. Like, absolutely so much funnier because he's only had like 45 seconds of audio.
Yeah.
So there's been nothing to ruin yet. So
here we are gonna do it. We're gonna ruin it.
Absolutely terrified that trying to play this character more is gonna make him less fun.
So here's what we thought. We didn't want to ruin the character of the Slippy One, so we won't be playing him.
That's right.
Maybe. Instead, we shall be playing 2 of the 5 Burned Shards back at Costarine, who are on the hunt.
On the prowl.
To see if the Slippy One is really dead. So here's I'm gonna set the scene, and then the improving will commence.
Yeah.
It opens up. We are inside the Saltstone Manor, which is the castle within Costarine that King Edward resides in. That's right. We're bringing up your season 1 trivia, everybody.
Season 1 Costarine deep lore.
Deep lore,
or like medium lore, I guess.
Medium. Yeah. Deep lore would be like, what is the title of King Edward? He's
right.
the Lord of the Saltstone. Yeah. Anyway, we're inside one of the Burned Shards. I'm going to call it their brain room.
Sure.
This is where they do all their thinking. They got idea boards.
Yeah, it's a conference room in the castle. Yeah.
It's a conference room. They got idea boards.
There's like always a big oval-shaped table.
Yep.
Somebody brought donuts. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to have snacks because it keeps their brains going. And they got comfy chairs as well.
Yeah.
They are singed a bit because Burned Shards. So we're in the brain room.
They don't just accidentally burn everything, do they? Is that like...
It's more of the aesthetic that they want.
Ooh, okay. They purposely burn everything.
They prefer things burned a little bit.
That's excellent. That's a good point.
To burned a lot.
Yeah,
anywhere in that scale. Yeah. Right. So we have 2 of the Burned Shards are there. I will describe them more in a second.
Right.
But also one of the region heads, Noble Mincer.
Oh my god.
Is in the room. And he says to the 2 Burned Shards.
Been a while.
See if I can find this one. Okay. Listen here, Burn Boys. I know you're the king's lackeys. You do whatever he says. But after that sun festival, I'm feeling a little bit on edge. You see, there was this one fella that you guys burned. It was a great display. Very nice. But I don't know if you know him very well. But he kind of had a reputation of getting thrown out and then showing up again. And even though I saw with my eyes him burned into a pile of ash, I still don't know if he's dead or not. He could still be alive. So here's what I want you to do. Here is your objective for the day, boys. I need you to do your detectiving skills and track this sucker down and see if he's actually dead. If he is, then great, I can finally sleep. I hear his voice. I'll take my nightmares. It's just there. It's so annoying, always bugging me. Who would have such an annoying voice that's always pestering and complaining? I would never. Or if he is alive, then I want to see him killed for real with my own eyeballs, like stab him or some shit. I don't trust fire. Not good enough.
Wow.
So anyway, good luck, and that's all you're gonna see from me. Bye.
Wow. The absolute chutzpah on this man to walk up to the Burned Shards and tell them, I don't trust that fire was good enough. Like, that is ballsy. Yeah.
I feel like to do something that you have to either be super brave or super dumb, and I think
or
we know.
very, very mincer. Yeah.
Very, very mincer. The most mincer you could be. And I think that's the reason. All right, so we got 2 Burned Shards.
Yeah.
I'm going to play, I'm going to do the orc one, the green orc Burned Shard.
There were
2 humans and a gray orc.
I'll be one of the humans, I think.
You can do a Melitite or a Terevian.
How about the Melitite? The Melitite is one of the races that's more
it's what
seen
Raider
more commonly in Glenwood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Melitite human stands up from the conference table a bit regally but clearly a bit upset and says, "All right, I guess it's back to the filing cabinet once again." And he, very frustrated, walks to the back of the room where there's a series of those like metal drawers that have like the little labels on them. And he's clearly not happy to do this, but he's like looking through them and trying to find a certain file.
The green orc Burned Shard. Yeah. He also stands up and he says, "Well, Crindle, I want you to go find those files." And then...
I love that he's saying this after I'm clearly already looking through the files.
"And I, Flame Singer, will watch."
Damn. You always do, Flame Singer. You always do. It's very helpful. Also,
Also, I think using a metal filing cabinet was probably one of our better ideas, so we didn't accidentally burn all of our valuable files.
Yeah, we can't have the files get burned in a fire. That'd be bad news.
We like to burn lots of things, but not the files. Never the files, Quindle.
Is it Quindle or Crindle?
Crindle.
With an R.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
KR is how I wrote down.
Excellent.
Crindle.
Yeah. My brain keeps thinking Kris Kringle, and this is going to be very strange because it's like 2 days after Christmas for us.
It's true.
So Crindle finally stops leafing through all the files, and he pulls one out, and he... You know, I think Crindle has glasses. I think he has readers, and he's
Does he have like a scar on his face too?
Oh, yeah, they all have scars, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes, Crindle's scar...
Do they go like where his eyes are?
Wait, yes. No, he doesn't have glasses. He has a scar that like something cut him across the front of his face, so like it's partially on his nose and it's partially like around his eyes. I think his eyes are okay, but he definitely has scars like in the region of his eyes.
Like a burn scar?
Yeah. And it weirdly almost looks like glasses. It's a very strange facial scar, yeah.
Like a raccoon.
It is. He does look a little bit like a raccoon, yeah.
Yeah. And I think then Flame Singer's scar is just kind of going to be his whole left cheek.
Ooh, okay.
Very, very clearly. No, because his name is Flame Singer. It's like starts from his mouth and goes up his left cheek.
Oh, no. Did he accidentally burn himself?
Well, that's kind of the whole point of the Burned Shards, is they all have burned scars on them.
They all burned themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not make that connection. I assumed something happened to them. Wow. Damn.
They love fire.
Yeah, they do love fire.
Okay, Grindel, bring the file to the big table.
I love that Flame Singer is saying like the most obvious things. Bring it over to the big table. Like, and Crindle is like, yeah. That was the plan. Yes. And he brings over the file and he sets it down on the big table. And he opens it up and he kind of sighs like he's clearly not happy to be doing this, and he's like, "Okay. Suspect name, the Slippery One. Date of incident, Sun Festival. Let's see. Argument with Noble Mincer. This just says repeated times 5. Were there 5 different arguments?
I would assume that's what the notes are, Crindle.
There might have been 5 different arguments. Present.
That's a lot.
Yeah, let's see.
Especially with Noble, yes.
Present at the untimely death of Stavinsky.
Oh, he was one of the performers. Remember, we watched these.
We did. I would need to cross-examine the performance records to be sure, but
I will go pull the performance records. And Flamesteer walks over to the filing cabinet. He's like, I'll pull those out. Sun Festival. Keep reading.
Suspect forcibly removed from crowd by, again, Noble Mincer. Suspect reappeared to procure money off the stage.
Oh, yes, you remember a bunch of money was all over the stage.
That's right. That wizard. It wasn't even one of his spells. He just told the crowd to give him money, and they did it. Goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we sent the bard fella to go kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, what a joke that is.
I suppose that should have been our first clue that something was up, even before he tried to kill King Edward.
Yeah.
Suspect grabbed money off the stage, was again chased from Sun Festival. Suspect reappeared when... Ah, yes, I remember this. Once we finally made our entrance as judges, a suspect made banter and light of the situation from the crowd, saying, quote, "Oh man, these guys look pretty serious."
Yeah, that's when we decided we don't like them.
Noble Mincer demanded suspect show himself, responded, quote, "Oh yeah, sure," quote, "No one stepped forward." Argument with Noble Mincer times 2. So we're up at 7 at this point. It's really quite a few. Okay. Here's the last page of the file. Failed comedian ran set of jokes disparaging King Edward, parentheses, and Noble Mincer, end parentheses. Ah, I see why this is included. During the halftime celebration of the Sun Festival, King Edward brought out 2 prisoners. Yes, I remember all this now.
Yes, so that's the part where we got involved. The king wanted to have some quote Poolishman to blame on the animal and chimera attack of the day before, and those were just 2 people that happened to be not in the best favor of the king and nobles. So we picked those 2, claimed they were Poolish, which we know they weren't. They were not.
Of course,
Polish.
Of course.
And then we roasted them.
Now,
physically.
Now, I haven't asked him personally, but King Edward would have had no reason to... Well, wait a minute. We don't even have a name on this file. It just says the Slippery One. That's right.
So we don't know his real name.
Oh.
We should figure that out. Or should we not figure that out? I guess it's not important.
How would these guys swear? Would these guys use writer-related swears or no?
So that's a great question. I think you are a Melitite, so you were raised at least somewhat in writerism.
Right.
I am in
probably
Orc,
somewhere in Glenwood. Yeah.
So I would have been raised with the Genescots.
Ooh, okay.
So I think they can. Although I don't think "burn the books" would be a swear word
No.
for them. That'd be an exclamation of praise.
No.
Burn the books.
Damn, this is like a weird fire-specific sect of writerism. Crindle is like pinching at the bridge of his nose, and he's like, "By the blaze, we don't even know his real name. Well, this is going to go well." Now, if I'm not mistaken, King Edward would have had no reason in particular to track down and kill this alias Slippery One. That would have been... Does Noble have enough influence that he could have convinced the king that this execution was necessary?
No, so you weren't in this meeting. What happened was the king came to us after his assassination attempt, and he said, "Obviously, find the wizard." We were on that.
Right, of course.
We sent. I was going to name another one of them. We were going to send Puello.
Sure.
We sent Puello on that one. While it was just me. I went to go find just some suspects that we could blame it all on. It didn't matter who they were. And I'll be honest, I slacked off a little bit. I put it off to the last minute. And thankfully, I was out there looking for some schmucks when I saw them take this comedian guy out. And I'm like, oh, what did he say? Oh, he said something bad about the king? Got it. So I just grabbed him.
Easy.
And the slippery one, I remembered him from the day before. And so I saw him as well. And I was like, yoink. Got him. He was very slippery. Like, physically slippery.
Literally slippery.
Not sure if it was sweat, oil. Not sure, but he was slippery.
I haven't had to think about it before now, but yeah, I suppose. I don't know what you personally think of our friend Noble, but, I mean, it's right here on black and white. We have reports of his screams, like, dissolved into a pile of ash. I don't know what Noble Minzer is on about, but this seems like a bit of a... I mean, what does he want us to do here, you know?
Right. I mean, we burned it. I saw it in front of me. And we're very good at that.
We're arguably the best.
Although, wait a minute. He was slippery, right?
He was slippery.
Now, if it was oil, we would have seen that change the way he was burned. And we didn't see that. It's not like he caught quicker. So he wasn't covered in oil.
Wasn't covered in oil.
So he wasn't covered in oil. But is it possible that the large amount of maybe then sweat or other substance he was covered in could have prevented his burning?
Flamesinger, this is going to sound strange, but I remember that day clearly. It wasn't that long ago. I remember seeing the comedian Sheila as he was also burned.
Yep.
I try my best to picture what the slippery one looked like in that moment, and...
You know, what did he look like? Just as in general. I don't know if we have any visual descriptions of him. Other than our memory.
Okay, for a second, I was leaning towards, like, the weirdness of, like, wait a minute, I can't really remember if we actually saw... Did we see... What did he look like? I was leaning towards that, but then I realized it sounded like I was going towards unnatural segue of what he looked like, and like, that could also be funny. I'm down for that as well.
Hold on. I think we both remember a couple details about his description. Visually. So obviously he was a male.
He was a man.
We know this.
Yep.
And we'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
What he looked like.
He was shorter in stature, which I can only assume helped his slippery ways and being able to get in and out of situations.
Yes. He had a gleam in his eye where it seemed like he knew he was one step ahead.
You know what? I remember an earring. I remember a very distinct...
Yes.
Not terribly large, because he wouldn't want something to always draw attention that everyone can see just by glancing at him, but there was an earring that caught the light of the fire.
Yes, I remember this. And I also remember that the cloak that he wore, like the coat, was a very durable make. I remember when I grabbed him, his skin was slippery, but then I grabbed his coat, and it was a good coat, and I was like, I remember being jealous. He had a good coat. But of course, in the ashes, oh my goodness, wait a minute. The earring. We would have found the earring in the ashes. It wouldn't have blown away.
Don't tell me we didn't.
It was just ash.
We examined the ash and we didn't find the earring?
No, we didn't We need to go back.
We need to go back.
We need to go back. We need to go back.
This is ridiculous. Okay, wait, hold on. How long ago was the Sun Festival? From
let's say it's been maybe like a week.
Sounds good.
Maybe like a week. So our party has left for sure. Time has passed.
Sure.
But it's not like the next day.
Right. So the city of Costarine is back to normal city stuff, not so much Sun Festival stuff.
Yep, Sun Festival is over.
Right.
So, the two Burned Shards, they're running through the street. They run through the Wallace zone. Yeah, we did our research. We re-listened to the episodes.
Where Wallace lives.
where Wallace lives in all of his style. I feel like this is nostalgia the episode is what this is.
Of course. There's like montage music playing as we start the case. We're on the beat. Yeah.
It depends how much work I want to put into this. I might try to throw in some season 1 music. If you haven't heard it yet, there's not going to be any coming after this because that was the extent of the work I wanted to do. But they run to the Sun Arena, and of course nothing's happening today.
Was it Sunshore or something? I just heard this. I should know this. It was called Sun something. It was really cool.
Oh, it wasn't just Sun Arena?
I think it was Sunshore Arena.
Okay, because I didn't write that down then.
Okay.
Well, they're at the arena.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't do as much research as we thought. Never mind. Oh, no.
No, we did. We're just bad at remembering.
I didn't think we'd need all those details. All right, patrons, if you remember, drop it in the chat. Mike, I know you've been binging. You'll be there. So anyway, they arrive at the arena, and I think it's been a week, and so the cleaning crew has come and cleaned up all the leftover stuff from behind, the garbage and
right the garbage, the bits of food from spectators, the blood spatters from the many people who died during this event.
Which, to be fair, I think in character he goes, to be fair, this year's festival was pretty low on the violence scale.
But by comparison, it was actually quite...
there's the years where we had actual, instead of it being an entertainers contest, it was just a battle royale.
Of course.
Fights to the death, all these things.
Yeah, and everybody wants to win quite badly, so they don't concede or give up. They just die. Yes.
Yeah. You really got to see people determined.
Right.
That was fun.
By comparison, extremely nonviolent. And, as he's saying the word nonviolent, he's, stepping over, like a stain where the blood hadn't completely washed out.
Yeah. But that's good. There's still blood stains, so that means, it hasn't rained yet this week, so there's still a chance that there could be some evidence.
Right. So we got to head to the spot in the center where the execution took place.
I think so. For clue searching, I think we need a roll for this to see how many clues they find.
Excellent.
Okay, so do you want to roll, or should I do, or maybe both of us?
Oh, we can both do it.
We'll find some clues. Okay, so let's say this is a difficulty. I think it's a 3. Okay. But I think our boys are smart. I think these guys have ratiocination.
Okay.
I'm giving mine. He has intelligence of 4, double ratiocination. So I'm saying he's smart.
Oh, so are you doing all of the green and all of the yellow?
I'm doing 2 green, 2 yellow.
Oh, okay.
And then 3 purple. So he'll probably succeed. Because I think he's, like we said, they're detectives.
I'll do the same.
They're on the case. All right. Here we go. Okay, I have 2 successes and an advantage. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna answer my earring mystery and I'll find one more clue. What did you get?
It's success with 2 advantages.
Great.
Oh, wait a minute. What's that? One more thing. A triumph!
What? Oh, no. Okay. So I think we established that the arena itself was like a dirt arena.
I believe so, yeah.
But was there also like a little stage as well? I can't remember.
Yeah. We said it was built into the side of a mountain or something.
Oh, yeah.
There definitely was a stage for the performers to go up on.
Yeah, and obviously a backstage area.
Oh, yeah, we called it an amphitheater.
Yeah, so there's a dirt center, but then on the other side is a platform with, backstage space.
Right.
So then, okay, so I think I know. Okay, I got a couple ideas.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start with mine.
Sure.
And I think I've got your triumph idea.
Sure.
If you want to do your other 2 clues.
Oh, shit, I have to come up with 2 clues.
Make up 2 bullshit clues.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. Oops.
So I go up onto the stage, and I search the whole arena, and Flame Singer, he does find where the burn was, because there's still a burnt mark. Let's say they did it on the wooden stage itself.
Sure.
He checks there.
If it's made out of wood, that's very perilous, but whatever.
That's how they do it. There's a scorch. There's still a scorch there. But there's no earring.
Okay.
There's no earring. So we answered that question.
Oh, yeah.
The other clue that he finds is as he's searching through the stands, he remembered where the slippery one had sat the day before. And he goes there and he sees underneath the seat.
Uh-oh.
Underneath the seat is a note.
Okay.
We'll get to that. There's a note.
Interesting. Okay.
What clues did you find?
You said the stage was wooden, correct?
Yep.
I think the spot where the execution actually happened, when he kneels down to look at it more closely, he realizes that one of the wooden boards is like loose a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he like sort of pulls at it, trying to see if he can move it without breaking it. And it does come away.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think he necessarily finds like the answer to the mystery, but like there is a hole in the stage.
Yep.
You know?
A hole in the stage.
Yep.
So that's one clue. Hole in stage.
What else? Does it need to be a physical thing I found?
Nope.
Or could it be an idea?
Give me an idea.
I think Crindle realizes that one of the acts during the Sun Festival involved a group of drummers changing while they had people focusing on their drumming act. One of their big twists, the prestige of their act was that the sky changed color while people weren't paying attention. And it was this really cool moment and everyone loved it.
Oh, yes.
Now, during Quiss's moment, there was a moment where the sky turned black.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he thinks about it, there were several different moments during this show, during this festival, that involved illusions and things changing appearance.
Oh.
And this stage, this theater, was almost a hub of visual magic. And he wonders if possibly something could have slipped through the cracks in that way,
Yes. Okay, so then the triumph is, I think, Crindle and Flame Singer gather back together. Crindle, you're Crindle.
Yeah.
Flame Singer, he says, I found this note. And he opens it up. And on the inside, it's just doodles.
Interesting.
A bunch of doodles. Okay. One of them, of the doodles, is like of just some of the performers, looking, they're all like caricatures, like of just people doing their weird stuff. One of them is of the Burned Shards, and they're all like look grumpy, and they're like, meh, meh, meh. Then there's also a symbol of the Poolish crest.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm trying to decide how. I feel like this whole episode is us trying to decide, is the slippery one actually a thing? A threat? Or is he just a goof? So those are all the doodles. And there's one more doodle in the bottom corner that says, it's just him, a note that says, keep it slippy. Keep it slippy.
Keep it slippy.
Keep it slippy.
The pieces are coming together.
So then the triumph, that wasn't the triumph. That was just a note. Excuse me.
And Crindle asks him, this was in the stands? This was where the crowd would have been gathered?
Yes, I believe this was where the slippery one was sitting. There were traces of the sleekness on the seat.
So gross.
The wood had absorbed some of the sweat or the oil on him.
Crindle's looking down the note, and he nods very seriously, and he's like, that's nasty.
Yes, very gross. I think we should try to kill this man simply for that reason.
Poolish crest. I'll tell you, it would be a hell of a thing if we accused him of being a secret Poolish agent.
And he was.
Fully intending to slander him in that way, and then he turned out to actually be... well, no point speculating on that until we know for sure, I guess.
We gotta get more clues.
Yeah.
But, wait. You found one more thing.
I did, and he explains sort of his thought process with the illusion and visual magic we were talking about a minute ago, and he shows him the plank in the stage that can be moved, and like how they're. I guess we have to go down there and see what we can find, right?
We gotta go down there.
Yeah,
I think that's what the triumph is. They go underneath the stage, and they see. So underneath the stage is dirt, because it is on the ground, and there are. Footprints that have a little bit of like the Burned Shards know this. They recognize the scent. Like they can see that there's a little bit of ash and char left behind in these footprints. So like obviously whoever walked here was either slightly caught on fire or like had been around that, and they're able to follow. There's a trail of these footprints that they could follow, and that is the triumph. Is they now have another lead.
Yeah. This is gonna sound weird, and feel free to say shut up if this makes no sense. For some reason, I just had the thought of like this feels like a moment where I would want to cast a spell. I guess some kind of identify or something that would help us follow it. But I don't know for sure, though. I just have like the vague sense that like a spell would be good right now.
I think that's fair. What we know about Burned Shards magic is they have magic that do fire.
Yep.
Done. But they also do have some other magic. Like, that's not the only thing they can do. Like, they were able to detect where Quiss teleported to, like the general region. They're able to do that. Yeah. And so I think it's fair that, I don't think they all have the same other magic. Like, obviously they all have fire, but maybe they specialize in different things. Because didn't we say Crindle was in charge of tracking Quiss? Did I say that earlier?
I don't know.
I think I did, because I said you were tracking Quiss and we were doing the other stuff.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think I just said that. If I didn't, everyone...
It was like 20 minutes ago, and I cannot remember.
I already forgot. Well, let's say I said that.
Yeah.
So you have a tracking spell.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. I mean, if we have a spell that was able to help us figure out where Quiss magically teleported to, is it feasible that we could have a spell that would learn more about what happened here a week ago,
Yes, I think so. Obviously, your spell casting is going to be top tier.
I think Crindle sort of like kneels down where they see the footprints, and he's like, all right.
He definitely has... Do you think Crindle would have a wand?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I was trying to think what a spellcasting thing would be. And I think they would have wands.
Yeah, I like that. Are all wands similar to the one we know of, where it's like a cord of wood from one of those trees, or do they look different? Can they be... Yeah,
so I will say this. There are different ways to get a wand. So like Waiyu Wood wands are really good ones.
Okay.
But you could have wands that was from a tree that got struck by lightning.
Ooh, gotcha. Okay.
Like a wand. Like I feel like the Burned Shards wands are from like wood that has been burned.
Yeah.
But it's still like stable and strong.
Yeah, I love the lightning idea. I think this wand is just black. It's completely charred. But somehow has not broken or crumbled. It's somehow still holding its shape of a branch. Yeah. And maybe
even has a slight embery glow within it.
It does. Oh, absolutely it does. Yeah. Once they see the footprints, he kneels down over where they start, and he takes out this wand with that little bit of spark sort of glow, and he waves it over where the footprints begin, and there are very, very small bits of fire that are like alighting on the footprints as they lead further away from this area, right? And while that is happening, there is like a swirl of fire, not crazy huge or anything, but there's like a swirl of fire near the tip of the wand that is just kind of turning and rotating as the spell follows these tracks to try to figure out where it's going to. And after a moment, it's a spell of learning something mentally. So after a moment, that swirl of fire just stops, and the fire on the footprints stops.
Yes.
And
I think you got to roll for this.
Crindle blinks for a second, and we're going to roll to see how much
what he learns. Yeah. Ooh, I love that. Let's say, again, your spellcasting's got to be 2 proficiencies for sure.
Sure.
And then add 2 greens to that.
Excellent.
I think, because it's not like he teleported.
Right.
I don't think this one's... I think it's only a difficulty 2. I think.
Sweet. Not adding any other things?
It was a week ago, so maybe add a setback.
Sure.
That's all I could think of. Also, I love the idea that Crindle was chasing Quiss, so it was Quiss Crindle.
Quiss Crindle. God damn it. Merry Happy Holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Christmas is over, so I can't say Merry Christmas, but...
Once Christmas is over, you can't... How dare you wish people Merry Christmas. Yeah. Them's the rules.
Okay, I had to do a lot of canceling out because everything sort of matched up.
Oh, so did he learn anything?
He has a single advantage, but a 0 on everything else, which I guess is a failure.
Okay, so then I think... So he didn't learn like where he went to.
Right,
like exactly.
Right.
Which I feel like is maybe what happened with Quiss, because like he didn't learn the exact spot.
Right.
But he did learn like a general region.
I would love it to be somewhere else in Costarine. I would love to see more of this city.
Yes. So I will ask you, Jamie.
Okay.
We can either have it be a place we have talked about before,
Okay.
in the city, or a place we have never talked about before.
Interesting.
I will let you pick.
As in, you have other parts of the city that you know of, but they just haven't come up in the podcast?
As in, I have a map of the city that has a lot of blank spots, and we can make something.
Ooh, okay.
Which would you prefer?
I'd like to do a new one.
Okay.
What is a distinct quality I could give part of Costarine, or like a district?
So Costarine is one of the oldest cities, period.
Okay.
The walls are very notable, very important. That's what helped make it rise as a city.
Is there a, like, you know how some of the really oldest cities in America will have the normal city, and then there's also a part that's like, oh, here's old historic, where all of the shit happened in the war, you know? Would there be anything comparable to that? Like,
oh my goodness.
People don't really live here. This is more of like weird history stuff.
Yeah, and I think since it's, we're still medieval times, it's not so much like, oh, we're preserving it.
Oh, for
sure. It would be more like, what if it was called because this city would have been taken over by, the Elven Empire. So what if there's a district called the Elven District, where it's not because elves live there, but that's because that's where they used to live. And so it was this nicer area, but then after everyone revolted and the trolls took over, it kind of got bashed down, but there's still kind of like semblance of ruins and things.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, awesome.
So that's where he is.
Grindel stands up and he blinks a few times, and he's a little disappointed with how non-specific the spell turned out to be this time. And he says, well, I could try it again, but I don't think the anima is quite... I don't think I quite have it in me to try it again right now, unfortunately. So I don't have a specific location I can bring you right to, but I do know our next step is looking through the Elven District.
You know what this means, though, Grindel? He should have been right here. But the fact that he's not, he is alive.
Oh, yeah.
we can say this for sure.
It certainly seems that he survived our execution. I can't say for certain if he's still alive now. Who knows what awaited him in that part of the city, but
that's true.
It's very possible.
And it seems he was at least injured by our attack.
I am incredibly disappointed that Noble Mincer turned out to be right about this.
Fire maybe isn't as strong as we thought. Or at least maybe next time, don't do it on a wooden platform.
Yeah, it's possible that a little bit of the showmanship and the fire swirling around them and stuff, that might have actually obscured our vision. And with the weakened floor, and the illusory magic, just everywhere. There's a lot of notes we could take away from this.
Future notes. We'll bring it up to the next council, our next little board meeting, our next little Burned Shard meeting.
What was the other name that you gave one of them?
Oh, Puelo.
Puelo's not. No, actually, Puelo is going to be happy to hear about this. He's going to think it's hilarious because he hates us.
Puelo.
Fuck that guy.
Gosh, I feel like Puelo thinks he's so high and mighty, but he's not.
Puelo is just going to find this absolutely hilarious.
He's like, "Oh, I told you guys," and he didn't.
He didn't. He never. He's gonna act like he did, but he never did.
Damn, Puelo.
Wait a minute. He was here. We
were all
doing it.
All 5 of us were here. We were all equally responsible for him not burning.
It makes no sense for him to say "I told you so," but he's gonna say it anyway.
He thinks he's so elitist, just because he has the biggest scar on his arm.
Sure.
All right. Anyway, let's go get this guy. All right, so
I wonder if they're all in agreement that scars are good and cool, or if any of them feel like, no, that's a sign of failing and hurting yourself.
Who knows? I mean, there's still 2 more.
Yeah.
I don't think Puelo is the one we've met in Rillian. I think he's
I assumed not.
I think he's the Grey Orc.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they head back into the city.
Oh, yeah.
Back through the Wallace Zone and into the Elven District.
We said earlier that the normal citizenry of Costarine don't particularly have love for the Burned Shards.
Correct.
Do they Is it the kind of thing where they like cower and cross to the other side of the street when we go by? Or
I would think so. I think they give them a wide berth.
They're not happy to see us. Yeah.
Yeah, because they know the Burned Shards usually mean trouble.
Oh yeah.
And maybe I think a good chunk of the people at least know of someone that was burned or attacked.
Dang. Okay.
I think they are a very prevalent force.
Wow. Yeah.
There is fear among the city of the Burned Shards. They don't like him.
Yeah.
But they love King Edward because he takes care of them.
Right.
At least within the city. Everyone else in Glenwood, not so much. But within the city, they love King Edward. So anyway, we go to the Elven District.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's not elves living here. We don't have a high elf population within Glenwood at this time. But this was where the Elven elite lived during their occupation. And so there are some taller buildings, some more regal stonework, but a lot of it has either intentionally or unintentionally fallen apart. So it's a little more ruinous. Maybe there's like one taller spire that's still standing, but the rest of them have collapsed. This is maybe where I don't want to say there's a lot of crime here. There's people just don't live here as much.
Right. It's much more sparsely populated. I love this image of like ruined, abandoned city in the city. That's just such a fun. Yeah. I
want Costarine to feel like a big city. Like it is a large metropolis with history. So I like that.
Yeah.
So they get there, and like we said, there are a couple people. They're not well-to-do. There's a couple guards patrolling, and even they know to just let the Burned Shards do their thing. Like, they're not going to question the Burned Shards.
We might need to question them, though, if we're going to try to learn more about...
I think that's what we do.
Yeah.
I think that's what we do. Okay, Grindel.
Right.
I think we need to go talk to those guys.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You do the talking.
I love this thing that Flamesinger does, where we've like established that we're already doing stuff, and he's just like, "Yeah, let's do that."
It's my way of describing things in an audio medium.
That is fair because I hadn't actually given like an action or anything that literally started the scene yet. So now that I think about it, that is fair.
Also, that's my way of having you not talking to yourself. I'll be the guard.
Fair point. Yeah. All right, so Grindel approaches the guards who are patrolling the city.
Yeah, so, one guard. Let's start with one.
Just one.
There might be another one down the road, but we're talking to one.
What is a greeting he would give in this city of Costarine?
You could say something like, "Hail to the king" or something like that.
Yeah.
Long live the king.
He approaches him and he nods and he says, "Hail to the king."
Hail to the king. What can I do for you, Burned Shard?
We're on the trail of a fugitive who we believe has been taking refuge in this part of the city over the past several days, and we need to know if you and your patrols have found any sign or heard any information of a suspicious person in this area.
I'm going to give a vague answer, and then I'll let you probe
It was a
deeper.
vague question, so yeah.
There's all kinds of suspicious people in this part of town. I mean, we've got urchins, some homeless, some beggars. There's rumors that the local crime guild meet around here. We're still trying to work out more of those details. That's kind of what we're working on. Some assassins and stuff, especially after last week's festivities.
Right.
I'm trying, because we haven't said where the House of Many Doors is based.
Oh, the House of Many Doors. Oh my goodness.
The hubbub location for
the Costarine Blades.
The Costarine Blades. So that could be here.
Oh my god.
That
could
wild.
be.
And that would also make sense because the elves love underground tunnels. We've established that. So they said yes. I'm trying to decide if the guards would know what the blades are called, and I think maybe not this guy, maybe not this, a street beatnik cop. Guard knows. But there's all kinds of suspicious activity around here. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna need more than that to be able to help you.
Right. I feel so bad that like the powerful class in this city considers all homeless people to be the suspicious ones, but also like that kind of tracks, and that's really sad. Let's see. Grindel says, "Now, I understand that you are telling me what your knowledge of the people of this sector of the city and what seems to you to be the normal amount of what people seem suspicious or people seem shifty or things like that. But I'm telling you that recently something has changed, and it is my job to find out what that is. And it is your job to tell me in the last week what has seemed out of the ordinary. And if we both do our jobs, then everything goes according to plan. Nobody needs to get hurt. If one of us is not doing our jobs, things tend to get a little more heated.
Ooh, that's good. All right, yeah. I was just like, this has been kind of a persuasion, but that last bit definitely made it fear. I think that the Burned Shards have 2 in fear, but they only have a 3 in charisma. I don't think they're like that charismatic.
Right.
So 2 yellow, a green, difficulty.
Did you say
normal?
Did you say 2 yellow, 1 green? Was that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2.
Yep.
All right. Success with 1 advantage. Yes.
Oh, great. Things are going well for our boys.
Yeah.
They're some powerful boys.
Yeah, Crindle's no stranger to strong-arming people.
Yeah. I mean, he's got strong arms.
He's got strong arms.
Crindle's got strong arms. So I think the guy goes, I misunderstood the question. You're looking for suspicious things that are not within the normal. Well, there was, I don't want to say, I saw a guy.
Right. No, I've put you in a weird position for sure.
No, I got it. No, I got this. Improv brain. Here we go. Improv brain. There was, over the past couple weeks, there have been, rumors. We hear the rumors of the people. He thinks he hears the rumors of the people.
Sure.
That there's been one of the old elven manors has been haunted, is what they claim.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
It's been haunted, and the spirit within is always complaining. And keeps, it's very annoying, so people try to avoid that. Now, I don't believe in superstition, like wandering spirits. But I haven't checked it out yet. So so that's the success. The advantage could be but I did, the rumors have been the past week, and that manor, I was there beforehand. That was normally part of my patrol route. It is it has access to tunnels. That manor does.
Oh my god.
Now, we don't check out the tunnels. He doesn't check out the tunnels.
Right.
We don't check out the tunnels, but I've heard that it has access to some tunnels.
Oh boy. I think Crindle didn't put it together right away. So for a minute he's just like getting more and more irritated. Like, I've asked you to tell me about if you've seen any suspicious people entering the district, anything out of the ordinary, and you're telling me about a haunted house. But then as soon as he starts talking about like just complaining, just a really annoying voice, all of a sudden he's like, oh, wait a minute.
That's our guy.
Wait a minute.
Quindle, I think we need to go to this haunted manor.
Yeah, point us the way.
He points the direction. Yeah. You wander your way to it.
Sir, what's your name?
What? Am I in trouble?
No, you've done your job admirably. We'll see to it that that you are I just thought it would be funny to ask him his name. I don't know.
Well, a good thing I have a tool for this.
Oh, nice.
My name is Hank. Just Hank.
Hank what?
Hank. Just Hank.
Just Hank.
Thank you to Lauren for that name suggestion.
Oh, excellent.
Hank.
Hank the Costarine guard. Yeah.
You're not going to give a bad report to the king about me, are you?
No, on the contrary, I was going to give a good report, but if you'd rather not, I suppose I can just leave it alone, but...
Oh, praise the writer. Okay. May your place in his story be long. Have a good one.
Of course, may your place in his story be long.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't... He just doesn't understand.
All right, let's go.
Come
on, Quindle.
Yeah.
All right, so they go to the manor.
I guess I thought I would come up with something fun for like to give him or to help promote him in some way, but then I couldn't think of anything. So
also the Burned Shards are evil. So
that's true, they are evil. Yeah.
So they go to the manor, and it is as was reported by Hank, just Hank.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe is his last name just Hank?
Just Hank.
So his first name is Hank. His last name is just Hank.
Right. But it's got the stress on it, like Justin, so it's like just Hank.
Yeah, just Hank.
Hank just Hank.
Yeah. Hank just.
That's a terrible name. Goddamn. I feel
also,
bad.
like, if you wrote it out, it would look like just Thank because it's TH, but it's not.
True.
It's just Hank.
Just Hank.
Just Hank.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. So anyway, they go to the manor, and as it was reported, it is still standing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, like you could see one side. You know, the roof has caved in. There's some posters and I don't want to say graffiti because it's not like spray paint, but like people have tarnished it. The windows are broken.
Yeah.
But it is a sprawling manor to begin with, and would make a great haunted house.
Love it.
I'm picture like a Roman building that's in ruins, and then haunted house. Like that's my kind of the things I'm combining together.
Oh yeah. Now this is very important, and it is perfectly fine if you say the answer is no. Do we hear anything?
Oh man, do we hear anything? I mean, I feel like yes but let's roll a die here.
I am perfectly fine if we go the whole episode and we don't actually find him.
I rolled my yes and no dice. And
Yeah.
I got a yes.
Oh no.
We hear something. Jamie.
Is he here?
Jamie, what do we hear? Jamie, give the people what they came for, Jamie.
Oh no. Is he doing something stupid and inconsequential, or is it like serious shit?
This is what we've been building
Oh
towards.
no. I wasn't really thinking we'd actually find him though.
We can't blue balls everyone like that.
You know what they hear? They hear a voice on the wind say from inside the manor. They hear a voice say, all right, I think the coast is clear. I think it's all right for you to come out now."
Oh. Wow. What? What? Flame Singer is just like, what? We gotta go in.
Oh God, did he just say what I think he said? We need to go in.
We need to go in.
We need to go in.
Through the front? Let's go. We're the Burned Shards.
Let's go. We're the Burned Shards.
We ain't going to the back door. So he just like kicks down the door. Obviously, it's not locked, right? It's barely on the hinges.
Yeah.
And inside is a large foyer, and some decrepit stairs. Which way did the voices come from?
Oh, jeez. Why did you have to kick down my door? Someone just kicked down my door. Oh no.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
I'll follow the sound of the voice.
You gotta follow the sound of the voice. Upstairs, we're going to a second floor.
Go to the second floor. This damn slippery one.
Yeah.
You won't escape from our grasp this time, Criddle.
Yeah, I guess they burst into one of the rooms where the voice was coming from, right? Like,
I think Flame Singer's already got like a little ball of fire in his hand. Like he's like he ain't wasting no time. So he busts open the door. What does he see?
Bursts open the door. What he sees is well, it's the slippery one. It certainly is him. He's kneeling on the ground because there's a little on the far wall of this room. It used to be a bedroom, but it's kind of fallen into disrepair. Obviously, this is an abandoned house. On the far wall of this room, there's a little like almost like cartoonish like mouse hole in the wall.
Stop.
And there's just a little mouse that looks that looks nervous. And he's trying to convince him to come out. But the mouse is scared, so he hasn't done it yet. Oh. And I think there's a moment where the door bursts open and the Burned Shards are just staring at this man, and he's very confusedly staring back at them. And the mouse leaves because this is frightening.
Yeah, the mouse leaves, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess I don't know where exactly to go from here.
You focus on being the slippery one.
Okay.
And I'll focus on being Crindle, and let's just say that...
Okay.
I mean, I'll focus on being Flame Singer. I keep thinking I'm Crindle. Because I keep saying Crindle.
Yeah.
Crindle's there, but you focus on slippery one.
I'm going to take the slippery one in a bold new direction right now because he looks up at the Burned Shards and he says, fuck.
I think the Flame Singer says, we got you now, slippery one. There's no way you can escape from us this time.
I mean, I still don't know what I did. What, for the first time?
What? Your crime is from running away from your execution.
Oh my god, it's a real catch-22.
You're supposed to die, and you didn't.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I hear what you say, but also consider this. And he just turns and starts running towards the window.
Oh, yeah, because there's a window. Sure, it's because it's a bedroom.
There's a window, yeah.
Okay, the flame seeker's gonna attack him. He's gonna throw the fireball at him.
Oh my god.
Gotta do it. I don't think that the slippery one has a high resistance.
Probably not.
Doesn't sell his coat though.
You did say he has a very durable coat.
It's a very durable coat.
So now, in this situation, my character probably doesn't need to roll per se because it's included in the purple dice on your roll, right?
So I think you're a difficulty 2.
Okay.
I don't think you'd be higher than that.
Right.
Now, obviously, as we've said, the Burned Shards have a high magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, just for making it more interesting, I'm going to give myself a setback because you're running.
Yeah. It's there's not a lot of time. You got to be,
But I was ready, so it's not like I'm adding it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, let's just do it. Oh.
Yeah. This is exciting.
Okay, the setback was blank. Difficulty was blank.
It's stupid, but it's really exciting.
This is not looking good for the
slippery one.
Okay. No. It's 2 successes.
And
4 advantages.
What?
Okay.
Oh, no.
So I think we were told at the beginning of the episode that Noble wanted to see his death in person.
True.
So I'm going to say with my 4 advantages, I'm going to take... So I am hitting you. Like, you're getting hit with the fireball.
With the fireball, yep. That's bad news.
I'm going to say one of the advantages that causes you to get knocked over.
Sure.
And then the other 3, I think, is then the fire kind of falls on some of the debris and, like, creates a ring of fire around the slippery one. And so it's not, like, encroaching in, but he's trapped.
Oh, okay.
And because they can control fire, the Burned Shard now is kind of like he's like grabbing that ring of fire and keeping it from going closer.
Ooh,
but he's kind of like it looks like he's almost like holding a rein or a leash with his hand, like he's got the fire trapped in this ring.
Yeah.
And maybe just because I think it would sound cool, he's able to like cause the flames to freeze in position.
Oh,
so they're not like flickering and moving.
It does
they're
look
like
cool, yeah.
They're like stuck in like flamey spikes almost.
Oh,
like someone hit pause.
I don't think that's supposed to happen usually.
You're not getting away from us now, slippery one.
I think Grindel takes the opportunity to be like, you're going to tell us what we want to know. What is it you're after? What is it you're trying to accomplish?
Yes. Are you actually a Polishman? Do you work with the blades? What's going on here?
God. Okay. I'll tell you everything if you promise not to kill me.
Oh, I won't kill you.
Cool. That's reassuring, I guess. So my name's
You're gonna name him?
He said to tell him everything.
You want another name from the suggestion list?
That might be fun. Yeah.
We also have Mort Johnson, the most Johnson of Johnsons.
Oh my god, I love that because the person who wrote that name had no idea that it would become the name of the slippery one.
No.
My name is Mort Johnson. It's a family name. People say it's not usually in a flattering way. People say I'm the most Johnson of Johnsons. I just went to this hunt festival, man. I thought it would be fun. It was fun. It was definitely exciting. I don't know what's going on. I ran away because the city, like Gestapo, were trying to kill me. That was my big plan. And now I'm here. That pretty much brings us up to now. What's your names?
I am Flamesinger. This is Crindle. Why were you drawing doodles of the Polish symbol? Are you a secret Polish agent?
What? What is the Polish crest?
Oh, great fucking question, you bitch. It can be. It's probably just pick like. Maybe it's like a mouse.
It's a mouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the mouse? the sketch of my friend Mousimer?
Wait, that wasn't the Polish crest? You were just drawing a mouse?
No, I drew him. I like mice. I think they're cute and fuzzy. What the hell are you talking about?
But yes, But then how did you escape? How did you escape us?
How did I escape? I thought you guys did that on purpose. Wasn't that part of it? It was a big show. People were clapping and stuff. I thought it was part of the show. Like, it was an audience thing. You guys grabbed someone and brought him up, and then you pretended to kill him. That's why everyone was clapping.
No, we actually wanted to kill you.
Oh,
you were supposed to die.
Man, that fucking sucks, man. That's I didn't know that.
So you just happened to fall through the floor?
I thought y'all did that. What the?
So you didn't set a trap door in the stage?
Trap door? No.
Oh, maybe just we lit a wooden stage on fire and it caused it to not be structurally sound?
It's possible that we shouldn't have used that much fire on a wooden stage.
It's possible.
Now that I think about it.
We said that earlier, yeah.
We have even more notes.
Puelo's gonna just rub it in our
Puelo's
face.
gonna be so insufferable, really.
Honestly, that's the worst part of the day. Is gonna be hearing Puelo talk about it.
Can the slippery one make a roll to try to escape while they're talking about Puelo?
Yes! Yes, he has to! Okay, so...
Excellent.
This would be... I think... Fuck it. This is a move. He has...
Oh, he has a move!
The slippery one has a move.
Yeah! It's the slip. Yeah.
The slip. I don't fucking... It uses KP, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
What matters is I need you to roll... You think it'd be fancy feet or sneaky?
Oh, it gotta be fancy feet.
Fancy feet.
Yeah.
Which you have.
Right. Of
the
course.
most of. You've got 4.
Excellent.
So 2 yellows, 2 greens.
Yeah.
But you're
It's
surrounded by
gonna be
a ring of
tricky.
fire.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to say difficulty. I think it's got to be 2 purple and a red because you're trying to skip through fire.
Ooh.
But I will give you a boost die because they're distracted.
I love it.
Oh, go for it, man.
Any setbacks or no?
No, I don't think so. I think he's healed from whatever injury he had a week ago, so I think he's fine.
Okay.
This will determine whether he escapes or not. This roll.
Okay.
If he escapes, he escapes. If he doesn't, they bring him to Noble.
The first thing I noticed is that the red one is not death, so we're good there.
All right, so he doesn't die in the fire.
He doesn't die in the fire.
Oh my gosh, I'm in suspense right now. I don't know what's going to happen to Mort Johnson, the slippery one.
Mort, the most Johnson of Johnsons.
Thank you, Lauren, for that name suggestion as well.
Pretty good for the slippery one. We have success.
Okay.
2 advantages.
Oh my god. He escapes.
Wow.
Let's just, Jamie, let's leave it with this.
Yeah.
You do that. The Burned Shards like, Puelo.
They're talking about Puelo.
They turn, and he's gone.
He's just gone.
He's just gone. He's just gone.
Oh my god.
And they're both like, what? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Where could he have possibly gone? He didn't go past us to get to the stairs. He didn't go out the window. The window is still intact.
The window's still intact. And then they look at the mouse hole. And they see his earring.
Oh, no.
And they go, that damn slippery one. He escaped us again. Noble is not going to be happy to hear this.
No.
Or Puelo.
No, Puelo's going to be thrilled.
Actually, no, Puelo's going to be thrilled. Noble's going to be super mad. I guess the mystery of the slippery one continues.
There's motion over from the mouse hole where a very small, very fuzzy looking gray mouse peeks its head out of the mouse hole and it winks.
That's it.
That's the end.